Thank you for coming tonight, class. It's nice to see every one of you here. And we're going to review tonight the body parts, which you learned last week. So I'm going to start with that and review. We're going to review just a few of these words that you learned last week. And I'm going to do it by starting here on the board with this. And then what do we have that's right here? What is this? This, it's an eye. We have an eye. And then we have a...
In this low-beginning adult ESL class, instructor Mark Gable begins the lesson with a review of previously studied vocabulary.
Mouth, the whole thing. Hands, and these ears. Remember that Z sound, and eyes. We better put something in there, huh? So it's looking somewhere. And this is nose and mouth. Very good. Those are all the vocabulary parts we had from last time. Touch your nose.
Mark continues the review with some simple commands that the students have already learned.
Touch your nose. Touch your eye. Touch your right eye. Ha-ha, right eye. Very good. Touch your right hand with your left hand. Touch your left hand with your right hand. Touch your right hand with your left hand. Touch your left hand with your right hand. Touch your right hand with your left hand. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Right. Excellent. Excellent, teacher.
Mark now introduces the new lesson.
We're going to go to the doctor's office, okay? So that's why I have this here. That's why I have the doctor's jacket here. Feel like a doctor now. I brought the doctor's jacket and stethoscope in as real objects, props, I guess it's called realia, to focus the students' attention on the lesson. If speak English or read or write, they still know what the lesson's about because they can see what's going on in front of them from the real props. And this is my stethoscope, huh? I use that to listen. Or you will use that to listen to your heart. Listen to my heart. Oh, I don't hear it. Oh, it's on the other side. This is the purpose of the lesson. We're going to learn following doctors' directions, huh? Following doctors' directions.
Mark concludes the introduction by stating the lesson objective. He begins the presentation stage of the lesson with two volunteers.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Take another deep breath.
The class watches and listens as Mark and the two volunteers model the responses to the series of related commands.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Okay, now open your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Say ah. 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 Good. Okay, close your mouth. You don't like to leave your mouth open. Close your mouth. Let's try that one more time. Now open your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Say ah. Ah. Good. Now close your mouth. Good. Now hold your finger in front of your nose. About 6 inches in front of your nose. Move your finger to the left. Kinesthetic learning is the best and the quickest learning. That you remember best if it's learned kinesthetically, physically, you do it. That's another reason all the commands are actions, and they're easy to repeat. So every word is learned with an action. I'm going to go through this one more time, and I'd like the whole class to do this, okay? And Oscar and Rafina are going to stay up here and be a model for you. Okay. Take a deep breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale. Good. One more time. Take a deep breath. Hold
Mark has modeled this sequence of commands 3 times before giving the whole class a chance to respond.
Now, open your mouth, stick out your tongue. The reason you have people in the whole class act things out is that's really the heart of TPR, of the physical response theory. They want every person learning every command with an action. So your set of commands is repeated with the whole group, and it's the same set of commands you use. Now, stand up, please. Stand on one foot. Put your arms out to the side. Bring your hands forward and put your hands down. Good. Now stand on the other foot. Put your arms to the side. Bring your hands forward and put your hands down. Good. Thank you. You may sit down. You can applaud. That's very nice. A lot of hard work there. Really. Now we're going to listen to another doctor, and I want you to also follow this doctor's directions. Following the doctor's directions, right?
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Take another deep breath.
One of the ways Mark checks for understanding is to play a tape of the same series of commands.
Look at your finger. Good. You can put your hand down. Now stand up, please. Stand on one foot. Put your arms out to the side. Bring your hands to the center. Put your hands down.
In this part of the lesson, I needed to check for understanding. And I find that tapes work really well. You just put on that cassette tape. They respond well to hearing another voice, and then it just sets you free. You're not on stage anymore, and you get to go around and check the whole room and really make sure that they've learned it. You can stand back and look and see each person doing each action. Paper, can you pass those around?
Having checked for understanding, Mark begins the practice stage of the lesson. He hands out sheets of paper.
And I'm going to check you on this to see how well you've totally understood this.
The students fold the papers into 8 sections. They then number the squares 1 through 8. At the overhead projector, Mark provides variations of the commands, and the students draw a picture of what he says.
In square number 5, draw a man standing on one foot. In square number 5, draw a man standing on one foot. I had the students draw the commands. It was a guided practice so that they could use their knowledge in a different context. If they can draw them, it proves they learn them. They can learn better by being involved kinesthetically again. It's just like when they get up and do the actions. Now they're going to draw. They're going to use their arm, and they're going to be involved kinesthetically one more time. In square number 8, draw a picture of the doctor's face.
Once he completes this practice, Mark goes on to a second practice, which focuses on combining commands.
Okay, let me give you a few more directions the doctor would give you, okay? Take a deep breath and hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Okay, stand up. Please stand on one foot. Now stand on the other foot. Stand on one foot. Now stand on the other foot. Stand on one foot. Stand on the other foot. Stand on one foot. Stand on the other foot. Stand on one foot. Stand on the other foot. Stand on one foot. Stand on the other foot. Stand on one foot. Stand on the other foot. Stand. There we go. We need a little break there. Okay. Now put your arms out to the side and take a bow. You can sit down. Very good. This was another type of practice, and I was combining the commands a little bit and even varying them. You can change them around. Just another way to practice the same set of commands.
Everybody have this?
After 25 minutes of practice, Mark tests the students' understanding.
We have 8 pictures here, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point to the eyes looking down. Point to the eyes looking down and write the number 2. Point to the boy standing on 1 foot and write the number 4. Boy standing on 1 foot. Good. And this one? 8. 8.
Mark then reviews test answers with the class.
Open. And 2. Eyes looking down. Good. Boy, you're really understanding this. That's excellent. What other directions is the doctor going to ask you?
Follow me.
Follow me. Maybe follow me. What else?
As an application activity, Mark and the students suggest commands that are based upon their own experiences.
A shot in the back. That's right. That's what it is. It's a shot in the back or a shot in the arm. Checking your blood pressure, your pulse. Good. He might check
The reason I asked for other commands from doctors was for the students to apply what they've learned. They're drawing upon their own experience, coming up with their own directions maybe, or parts of directions. But whatever they can remember or come up with, you extend their vocabulary that way.
Check your reflexes. Good. Yes, check your reflexes. Good. Those are all different things that a doctor might ask you to do. Okay. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Hold it.
To connect oral language with written language, Mark conducts several extension activities.
Exhale.
First, he reads the commands written on cards, and the students follow the instructions.
Who can do that?
Next, he distributes the cards to the students who can read them, and they place them on the chalkboard rail in the proper order.
Stick out your tongue. Close your mouth. Is that the right order? Hold it. Is that the first thing we do?
Reading and writing is not a part of TPR. These are extension activities that are used to just go beyond, if you want to, TPR. The students are learning sequencing, and they're practicing some comprehension and tying the words together with the sounds.
Good. Excellent. You can read all of those, can't you?
With a beginning level class, I think TPR works so well because it starts with listening and it stays with listening. And listening is what the students probably do most and how they acquire their knowledge first. That's how you acquire your knowledge when you're a child. The students enjoy it, they have fun, it focuses their attention, and then they can feel success right away, I think. They can leave every night really having acquired the knowledge.
Good night, son.